If you're new here, welcome. And to my regular fan base, welcome back. So, in this live video, in this live video, there's going to be a lot of insights dropped. Now, first and foremost, I apologize for not dropping a live video yesterday. Let me explain something to each and every one of you. And don't worry, I'm going to make it up to my fan base. By representing yourself in courts, when you're and by yourself, no help. I was told by my legal team, we want you to come across in the best way. I don't give a shit about coming across in the best way. I care about coming across in a real, raw, and authentic, truthful, sincere kind of way. No fluff. That's me. I don't know how to be fake, you know? Even at court, when representing myself, I had to learn the political and the lingo analytics, and the judge has given me a lot of patience and compassion. I think overall he can see I'm making a lot of effort and doing a very decent, serviceable job, considering that it's only been my second day as of yesterday, standing trial by myself, representing myself, all the weight on my shoulders, dealing with so many different people of authority. And the reason why I didn't, this ties me beautifully into my next segue. And yesterday went well. It really did. The judge was firm and fair. He defended me a lot. He called me out a lot too, but he defended me a lot. And I don't want to get ahead of myself because I don't want to jinx it. But so far it looks like it's good. It's going in a positive direction. I don't wish to go into the specificities here. I'm going to save this for the court recording when I do submit that, whenever that may be. Because I'm telling the story, you see, on this channel. But what I can say is, so the reason why I didn't share or go live yesterday is day two, let me tell you, was exhausting. Even the judge was exhausted. This is why I'm doing the live now in the morning time. Because he said, come back today at 11. So, like, everybody was interrogated. I was interrogated for an hour in the I think they call it cross-examination. So I was interrogated for an hour, and so many other people. My son's nan was interrogated. My son's, my son's social worker manager was interrogated in the cross examination, and the guardian, and I got to interrogate the guardian as well. So it was very exhausting. It was, and this is why I didn't have time, and well, especially energy. I was time to a certain degree, because yes, I had to do other things as well and sort some important evidence out for today's hearing. But what I wish to showcase is, and this video is going to be good. As I say, I can't really, all I can say day two is that we were cross-examined. The rest is in the judge's hands now. If I go into details about this distance, I could be entirely wrong. So I don't want to do that. However, I wish to say and show my fan base what I've put forth relating to my final evidence of my son's and his father's interactions together. Because it astounds me. People say that they don't want to see this, which is the truth. A lot of people just want the wishy-washy hearsay positions, narrative. They hate the device, they hate the recordings, they hate the videos and the voice recordings because it's authentic. That's the problem in this fake, false, fabricated world that we live in with the authorities, because they lie and they sprout so many lies upon lies upon lies. They leave a trail of destruction in their wake. And I can go deep here about the mannerisms and the body language, and that's another story for another time. And I'm very good at this um, with liars, and I could see evidently how their conduct yesterday. But I'll go deep here in another time, as I say. But this, what I'm about to show you in this live video, this is what I've submitted to the judge. Actual interaction of my son and his father. And before I showcase this, I just wish to say that spirit irritates others' demons. It does. And I've gone through a lot of jealousy. Not because I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. But I do what parents should be doing with their children. And that's, I don't know, getting them off the phones and the technology and, actually spending time with them and, being playful and emotional immersion with no distractions to enhance and enrich the connection, deepen the bonds, right? That's what parents should be doing. Inwardly, they know that. When they see a guy like me doing that, and it's nothing but real, authentic, playful, sincere love with his son, and they see such a great connection, human connection, well, it attracts a lot of jealousy. And this is what's lending itself towards me being here, is my belief. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. Believe you me, I'm perfectly imperfect, with my lack of life experience in particular at the forefront. But I always found a way for my son, in spite of being in the real world only 8 years, ever since walking away from the mental health system umbrella. You know, I've come a long way. I've got my business, I've got my home, I've got my beautiful boy. My belief is it's the lack of life experience I have, but it's bad PR and it makes them look like shit and not good. The authority sisters, if they state this as to why the reasons behind why we're in proceedings right now currently. Does that make sense? I think, although I can't prove it factually speaking, and I'm about to show some beautiful insights of connection here, but I think the truth is, it's they're going to revert to the gutless cowardly thing and refer to your past because it's the easy thing to do. Yes, I did a lot of bad things, a lot of crimes. Who wouldn't when you're living with madness, when you're just moderate neurodiverse with ADHD and autism, which I do have, admittedly, but you're living with, no disrespect, with heavy issues like schizophrenia, with heroin addicts, with crack addicts, people you can't identify nor resonate with, but the system throws you all together. And then you end up losing, in turn, yourself, and then you get frustrated and you get into fights. I've been in so many fights. And then you get angry. I've never been nefarious or malicious. I've always felt deep down in my heart that even when I was in so much pain and anger from what the system did to me, I never maliciously, nefariously, evilly hurt anybody. I've always had a good heart. I do genuinely feel that. And I want to say that environment is everything. Once you get out of toxicity and you have your own place, peacefulness. I mean, I haven't been arrested in a few years, nor been charged with anything in over 10 whole years now. My record's spent. But nevertheless, they're going to do the gutless, cowardly thing, going back to the authorities, and use your past against you, as well as additionally weaponize your neurodiversity against you also. And moreover, I'm part of a ADHD support group, and they've gone through a lot of this, what I'm going through as well. Just because you're different, you're seen and viewed as a threat, you see. Doesn't fit the norm now, does it? It doesn't fit the typical sheep, you know? So when you're different and you're neurodiverse, people aren't going to like that shit because you think differently outside the box. And that's a threat to most people. So I'm not perfect by any means with neurodiversity and my past alike. But I feel that they've weaponized that against me for to prevent the authority from making them look like pieces of shit. Because the truth is the actualities are, I do believe it's my lack of life experience, which I can see. I just wish that they were honest. Why can't you just tell me the truth? This is the reason. You've only been in a real world X amount of time, blah, blah, blah. I would accept that, but it's how they went about it. But again, it comes down to PR. Because the thing is, the reason why I say this now, if I didn't have a beautiful home, if I didn't have a business, then does that make sense? I don't think. I think they would have said it's because the real reason is because of your lack of life experience. But how shitty, ashamed do you think they are, and how shitty do you think it makes them feel when this guy, 29 years of his life, being me, now at 37 years old, 8 years in the real world, got a beautiful home, 3 bedroom, got the business, got my beautiful boy. How shitty do you think they feel? You know, So I'm not saying I'm factual here. I'm saying this is my opinion. But I think it's because of my house success and business success, my YouTube channel success, all these things. Um, you know, me refusing to accept the cards that were dealt with me in my life, me forging my own path. Um, everything, my growth. I think that's a threat to them. They want you in a weak and vulnerable state. So I guess what I'm saying is because I've come far. It kind of makes them feel ashamed based on where I've lived 29 years of my life. I should be a druggie right now, or an alcoholic right now, maybe, or maybe homeless right now from what the system did to me. So just food for thoughts. I'm not saying I'm factual in any of this, but I do think it holds leeway in opinions with a lot of what I put forth. But with all this said, now I'm going to get into some insights here after the cold open. And if you made it until this far in the video, God bless you. Thank you for your patience. Now I'm going to play some very powerful things that I've sent to the chord. Let's start with this. Facials, hear that? Energy, facials, sounds, mannerisms. Look. Now watch this. After, watch what happens. Wait till you see this. Facials, energy, mannerisms from babyhood, doing what parents should be doing, right? Look at the connection here in the story. Watch this. Because I never cared about people dirty looks, but they couldn't see my vision because this. What's this? This speaks. Itself.
What's this called again? Sometimes you make me look very stupid. Hi guys.
So I shared this. I also wish to show this one's very powerful. This illustrates the importance of facials and role playing in a playful state. Now watch this.
I'm going to show you just one more video because I don't want to give you too many at once. But
I've got to send videos to my son, part of the indirect contact.
This was because you remember when
that was
about put on your favourite song in the morning, which would mean you would get positive emotions.
Favourite song in the morning, positive emotions.
Song was on.
Favourite song was on.
So this
music
video was when you were wearing a hoodie because it was raining, because it's cold, but you're in such a good mood from your having listened to your favourite song. Let me just show you what I mean. We're doing some nice stuff together. Look at this. Yeah, who's a good boy off the school? Yeah, where the cookie cut his cold face. Yeah, facials, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ha 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 ha. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Like the owl. Ooh, 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 ooh. come, son. Love you.
That was a powerful one, I feel. Beautiful picture. It's a screenshot from a video, but it's a beautiful picture. I just wanted to show that here. That was a November, not last year, the year before that, and we went to a fun fair and fireworks, kid stuff. Very expensive. Oh god. Oh man. Let's see what else.
To go to work, yeah? Yeah. I know it sucks, son. I've got to entertain you 24 hours a day, but I've got to work and make money, kids. You gonna speak to your nana now, is that alright? Yeah. And we'll have our day tomorrow. And we'll play Twister. Yeah, Twister, babe. Do the side shuffle victory dance. Go on, let's go on, Nana. You learn the games quick, huh?
And
oh, roll it, baby. Brings back memories when I was a kid. Yeah, good lads. Good lads. Roll it. Boy.
just a few more.
Exercise, you do. Who's flexible? You are. You the man. You are. Go do it again. You want to do that one?
Woo!
Okay. I don't know. It's locked, son. Someone's in there. All right. Go then. Okay. 3. That's it. Yay! I'll send it to you.
So, I just wanted to showcase just some beautiful insights, nuances of information of behind playfulness, variety, resourceful, getting creative with sound, with energy, with activity of relating to choice activities with sounds and creativity, lending itself to enhance a connection so vehemently and deep that the child remembers you. And when the child remembers you from everything that you've done to and with him, if it's your son respectfully, or her, your daughter respectfully, he or she will remember you. Which means there's one more thing I wish to say and put forth, and I'll save the best till last here, that my son, the authorities admit he's been calling out for his dad non-stop, hounding his nan, and B, he wants court proceedings to end. Because if it keeps prolonging, it's going to be more time away taken. And they have to do what's in the best interest for the child. And they're asking my son now, do you want to see Dada? Do you want this? My son said, I want to see Dada. I want to see Dada. So, yeah, this has absolutely been done for. And it's not just me. So many other men go for it. Parental alienation and being exploited by the system for money and extorted and, all these things. But I thought, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to take this pain. I'm going to reverse this pain, and I'm going to reverse all the pain and suffering you put me through over nearly 2 years. I'm going to reverse that pain and suffering, and I'm going to take your soul. And how I'm going to take your soul is by way of relentless documentation, tenacity, grit, resourcefulness, restlessness, authenticity, purity, truth, and create a story out of it, documenting with a relentless and sincere pursuit. So much video documentation by way of videos, voice, audio recordings, because this doesn't lie. That's what the authorities hate. That's why they hate voice recordings and videos. They will rather type things out because it gives them free reign. That's what liars do. When you're a liar, again, you leave a trail of manipulation, deception, and destruction in your wake. Well, what does this mean? When you're having to talk in real time, a liar's going to fuck up, excuse my language, because they've told so many lies, their brain doesn't even know what the truth is. That's why when a liar has time to respond in by way of an email, there's no pressure in real time. They can think about what they're going to put forth. By the same token, the same in the voice message. Does that make sense? On the phone conversation, you're under pressure in real time. But say you send a voice message to person A, and then your person B, the recipient of voice message sends it back to person B, which is you, the one who originally sent the voice message. That if you're very real and authentic and truthful, then you'll have no issues doing that. But see, if you're a liar, leaving a voice message is very, very difficult. It's easier than a phone conversation, but it's still, I guess it's a lot easier to a certain degree than a phone conversation. But because you have time to think about what you're saying, and there's no pressure in real time. But nevertheless, even if you're lying, I think they do prefer texts. But most certainly, I can tell you with confidence, if you work in authority, the reason why they say evidence and video evidence is permissible in court, which is a lie, because I've submitted video evidence to the judge and audios. That's a lie. That's my message I'm trying to get put forth with the aforementioned point of voice recordings and responding in your own time versus pressure in real time. Are you with me? Because a liar will panic. So if you have time, you can make notes of all your lies if you are a liar, and then cover yourself writing it out because there's no pressure. Is what I'm long-winded answer, but that's what I'm trying to get across. Do you know what I mean? And so when you come across like diligently, gracefully, with nothing but realness, no fakery at all. That's my secret sauce. That's my secret weapon. And this is how I feel that we're going to get a very peaceful and positive outcome. So I'll leave this video there for now. We're near 24 minutes at the end. But I just wanted to provide what's possible. Tell a story. Over nearly 2 years, I'm already in so much pain. This is my son. Get a reward from it, right? Tell the world your story. Be a beacon of light to other people. Show what's possible with relentless tenacity, right? And I've trained my mind, my heart, my body, my soul, my spirit to never give up. Whether that's with songs, whether that's with songs of music, rapping. I hate rap with your money and I've got this much money and I've had sex with this many women and hoes. I'm not talking about that rap. I'm talking about real life, real truth, rap songs that they rhyme together so beautifully, but they're empowering songs. They forge into your your cortex, your subconscious cortex, and it's like through the art of repetitions, as Tony Robbins would say, it's the mother of all mastery, right? So I've trained my mind, my body, my soul, and my spirit to never give up, to always be tenacious, always, and resourceful, critical, be a critical thinker. There's so many things, and by making the main reason as to why I've shown all these insights on my device, again, is to show what's possible, the variables. your son wants, you make your son feel, the more you do that, the more he's going to call out for you, the more in turn the authorities have to bend to him, because he wants his dad's. He wants his dad's. And they have to respect his wishes, especially when it's civil case and it's nearly 2 years on. But I wouldn't have been able to have gotten to this stage had I have not made my son feel. Does that make sense? Make your child feel so that they remember you. Be creative, resourceful, and give them no other alternative, the authorities, to make the child's wishes come a reality in order to see the parent. If you made it until the end of this video, much love, God bless. Thank you for consuming it. I know it's been slightly a longer one, but yeah, I do feel it's relevant and necessary, and it's going to provide value and impactfulness. So with all this said, thank you, God bless, and salut. Peace. And I'll try to upload one tonight, another video after